Hey, what's up, everybody? This is my part two. Just a few hours, like 2 or 3, I guess like 2 or 3 hours later, or whatever the hell. Had to go do some stuff after the my past video, the update. I guess that's why I said I'll make two parts of this Interstellar review. That one I know it was kind of going everywhere, whatever the hell, but I was just trying to pinpoint my point of view or my little take on certain scenes of the movie. But now we'll go more even the music and all that. Let's start with the music. Hans Zimmer's the composer that did the score for this fucking movie, and it's one of those things like holy shit. And again, I've seen a few reviews, and a lot of people brought this little subject, and I kind of like how you say it, like it goes with the movie, but it's like it, it's just kind of weird because they use all that fucking orchestra kind of thing, like that scary, spooky fucking vampire fucking type of music, like all right, the trombone or whatever the hell they call that shit. It goes with it. That's the cool thing, but and I don't know. Again, it's different. It's something different for the movie. I really liked it. I like fucking basically like all the scores that Hans Zimmer makes and all that. The whole Dark Knight trilogy and stuff, and then he did the Man of Steel. And I really like the score that he did for that. Can't wait for what he did. What's gonna happen for the Batman v Superman v Batman, whatever the hell. I don't know why the hell they make it as a court case because that's what it is. I don't know why they couldn't just say versus, but to say V. Anyways, whatever. But yeah, the Interstellar, the score from Hans Zimmer, like I don't know, top notch. I really like it. I really enjoyed the music and stuff. And there's some pinpoints where it gets kind of like tripped out, and then it goes real calm. The music, with the scene and all that. And then even the part where they're doing the scene where again where Matt Damon fucking dies or whatever, but the whole endurance or whatever you call it when it's spinning out of control in the atmosphere and space or whatever, and that whole score is like it's all tripping out and lights and everything. It started getting me fucking kind of nauseous and shit. To tell you the truth, but not that bad. But it was like I'm just trying to have my eyes. Even with that, I think people get sick because you're trying to look. It's like don't do this number here. Just keep looking straight. That's what I do. Like my eyes are just straight, and I'm looking at what I need to look at. When it comes to, I don't know, I'm not saying I could be fucking somebody that could go into space or something. When they put you in that fucking machine where you gotta fucking go fucking, I don't know how many 10,000 miles per hour and shit or whatever in that fucking simulator thing. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not gonna be like in the Chevy Chase Dan Aykroyd movie where they come out of that fucking thing and their hair is like all spiky and shit, and their face is all like all fucked up and shit. Like, alright. But anyways, but I don't know. I forgot the name of the movie, but I have seen it. Yeah, I know some fucking movies, 80s and shit. Don't know what it is, but it's the one of Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd when they're like trying to be like spies or something. But it's a comedy, like always. But anyways, what? Yeah, that whole part was kind of getting me like, oh shit. And then the music, you had the fucking music going all crazy and shit, the score, and then finally when everything starts slowing down, the music slows down too. And then out of nowhere, fucking Anne Hathaway starts cracking up. Like, what the fuck? Like, she just starts laughing and shit. And I know it's like, man, for being Anne, like, motherfucker, like, damn, man, she don't sweat or what? She's all perfect, hair all perfect and shit. Maybe a little bit of wetness on her hair, but fucking Matthew McConaughey, motherfucker, like, covered in sweat and shit. Like, damn, motherfucker, like, where the fuck have you been? In the water or what? I know they were in the water planet, but that was like a long time ago, during the middle of the movie. And that's another badass thing what I like about Christopher Nolan. Or now the movies that he's been making over the years of all the Dark Knight and the Inception and all that type of stuff, and where he made another one or whatever, and then now this one. It's like with him, it's like he wants to make a movie. I don't know. Maybe I already said this in another one where he wants to make it so fucking real, man. Like. That's what I like about it. Like he wants everything to be like in the real world. And I don't know. And I guess a lot of people out there, they just criticize them or they just make fun that it shouldn't be that way. And I don't know. But then it's like within why are you bitching about a movie that it's not this and this and this and this? Then and then they come out going back to the same topic that, oh, it's not that long, or I didn't understand. Well, maybe that's the reason why he makes the movie fucking long, that you're supposed to understand. But I guess for this one, and maybe I could understand what other people saying, and I did kind of talk about it a little bit in the other video, the first update or the Interstellar review of this, is that I'm not saying like you have to be fucking smart. You know, I think that's what people taking offense to, that like they make it seem like Christopher Nolan made this movie, The Interstellar, like you have to be fucking smart to see this movie. You can't be like a normal person like me or everybody else, a normal movie buff, just go in and see it and be like, oh yeah, badass, you know, like no, like you have to like really, really fucking understand the movie, and it's like that's a challenge, you know, like because you really want to know what's going on, and that's why I say, like, if it wasn't a big deal, for fucking God's sake, people, and fucking LMB, whatever the fuck that damn IMB, whatever that website, and then Rotten Tomatoes, they gave the fucking movie like a close to a fucking 10 already, or Rotten gave it like an 8 basically, and then the other site gave it like a 9.5 or a 9.8. Like, fuck, man. Yeah, it's a bad movie. Yeah, well, then why the fuck does it have that type of rating then? You know what I mean? And I know it's making money, even though I haven't heard the box office shit yet, but then again, knowing that it's going against that other fucking, what's that movie called? That CGI movie, the fucking cartoon movie. I'm like, oh, come on. That's gonna be fucking weird if that movie beats fucking Interstellar. That's just gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, really? I haven't even seen that fucking movie. And I don't even know the name, but I just know that there's a cartoon going against it. And it's gonna be fucked up if that movie makes chingos of money too. Like, yeah, I want every movie to make money, but it's like shouldn't this movie be the one that everybody should see? Or I've been waiting for this fucking movie since, what, a year? Even though they said this movie's been, in the back of the 90s or some shit, that the Christopher Nolan or somebody else had the pitch of this type of movie. And I could understand because of technology and, you know, all the CGI and all the cameras and all that shit. They didn't have the manpower to show what I guess Christopher wanted to show, I guess, or like the space and shit. But again, even though we already had gravity, that's what I said. Even though I didn't really mention that much in my other review, but even on movies like this, I guess why people bitch, I guess, or make a big deal, or they don't really give it a good review. I'm not saying that we have to see something that we've never seen before, but it's like Star Wars. Why that was a big hit? Because no one ever seen something like that ever before. And the effects and, you know, the special effects and the look, the style, the music. That's why that franchise made so much fucking money. Because we never seen that before. And that's why it's a big fucking hit. And now that we're making another one, Part 7 or whatever the fuck it's called. Same thing with Terminator. That was something, even though I don't know, never seen that before, but yeah, like, oh shit, I really like the story, the concept of, or whatever the fuck you call it. Then you had the T2, another movie that everybody was like, holy shit. But why? Because something that we never seen before, meaning the CGI. I even say with James Cameron, I don't know, they don't give him that much credit, or like, I know there's a lot of people that talk shit about him or whatever. Shit, I like him as a fucking director because I like every fucking movie he makes. What the fuck? Duh, for being that he's been with Arnold a lot of times, but now he's doing his own thing and shit over the years. But T2, he's kind of like the pioneer, the guy that basically made or pushed, not the first one that made it, but the one that kind of made it better or put it out there more in the movies, and everybody else started copying him. The whole CGI thing. Again, that's why fucking T2 made so much fucking money, and I really love the story, and that's why I'm a big fan of the Terminator franchise. But not because of T2, I like it because of T1 and T2. Then T3 kind of got kind of whatever after that. But yeah, and then you had Titanic, another movie that he made chingos of fucking money on. You know, all the awards that he won, and then the awards that he won on T2. And then, oh yeah, and then you had fucking Aliens, another movie that nobody wasn't suspecting. It's kind of like the director said, or the writer or whatever, he said like the first Alien was the haunted house, and Aliens was like the roller coaster ride. You know, that's something no one ever thought about doing, or like, holy shit, there's a lot of aliens. Again, another movie that I guess made pretty good money in the box office and shit. And then the career boosted the career of Sigourney Weaver and shit. So it's like, holy shit. Oh, yeah, talking about her, she's actually a character that she's gonna come out in that Chappie, that weird fucking the District 9 type of movie, the robot or cyborg or whatever. She's in the movie. I don't know. I started seeing the cast, and she's in the movie. She doesn't come out in the trailer, but she comes out. She's part of the movie, I guess. I don't know as what, but maybe a scientist or something. So, anyways, that's another movie I can't wait for. I don't know, just for being a robot and I don't know, just something different. It's not like a human. Now at least it's a movie about something different, you know. But it's kind of weird. I seen other reviews and I saw that Double Toast web channel, and I do see what they say in that in their review about that the trailer, or not review, but they're talking about the movie, and it's like it is true. It's like the motherfucking director, does he like fucking hate South Africa or something? 'Cause like every fucking movie he makes, the director from the District 9, of all the movies that he's been making, motherfucker like treats South Africa like it's like if it's a piece of shit or something. Like damn, I didn't know it looked that bad. Like fuck, like yeah, he's racist or something. Nah, he's not racist, but like it's just kind of funny. Like he always picks that type of city where it's always about South Africa for some strange ass reason. You know, like why not New York? Why not Los Angeles? Not why Texas or something. I don't know, anywhere. What the fuck? Or another Paris or the UK. But no, South Africa. South Africa. South Africa. I'm like, alright. And there is no fucking black people. That's the funny thing. Like, what the fuck? It's all UK guys or people from the UK or Australian. And some Indians or whatever the fuck. I'm like, alright. Where's the black guys at? Or there's Hispanics. But I'm talking about the Chappie trailer. And then you got those two rappers from, I think, Australia or UK or something. But shit kind of trips me the fuck out. Anyway, see? I go everywhere, but that's another movie I can't fucking wait for. The Chappie, or whatever the fuck his name is. So yeah, got with the music, love the music, Hans Zimmer, Interstellar. And the whole thing about the planets, like when they go to a first planet or a certain planet or whatever the hell, that every hour is 7 years? I'm like, oh shit. Like damn, that's fucking tripped out. But then again, even that, like for being that they're in space and they're going here and there, it's like, even though all this shit's getting affected over here, why aren't they aging? That's the only thing I just don't understand. Like why the fuck they don't age? They stay the same age when they left from Earth, going into all the dimension or whatever the fuck you call it, wormhole or whatever, the planets, but they don't age. But everybody over here does, but they don't. Maybe that's the only little thing I just didn't understand, or I need to really like read up more on that. But it's kind of tripped out, badass. And then how at the end, Coop, or supposedly he's 125 years old, supposedly, even though he still looks like he's 40 or he's 30 something or whatever the fuck the age that he is. So that's kind of tripped out. What else? But that whole scene where they get into the portal, I mean the wormhole, but he takes I think he takes the tourist, the robot, with him, and Anne Hathaway stays in the ship or some shit like that. That's the only little part I didn't get. Like why couldn't she go or whatever? But then again, yeah, she had to stay back in the ship, control it or whatever the hell. You know, I could understand that part. But then he goes into a planet or a wormhole area where he could see all his fucking dreams, or Murphy's dreams. That's fucking tripped out. Just the way they did it is just like, oh shit, it looks all fucking crazy. Like every room or every area is like Murphy's thought, or whatever the hell. Or I guess you could say the ghost. That's why it plays in the beginning of the movie. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I saw the movie 3 times. Like so I could understand. Like okay, because like in the beginning, like I said. They show Murph in the beginning where she's talking, but no one didn't, like I said, like no one doesn't realize that. And then you cut to the scene where it's the whole the field and the tractors and everything's getting covered in dust already again, and they're leaving to the school. And then Coop goes, and that's where they have the big argument that the principal and that other lady. Oh yeah, and then another fucking weird thing about that scene in the beginning of the movie where the fucking school attendant, she's all like, all this stuff from the books that we have now, they're all brand new because of stuff from the past. Like, let's just say, like, the Kennedy assassination or the moon landings and all that bullshit. Like, all that shit, everything from our past, our history and all that. Like, it doesn't mean shit in this movie. Like, if it never happened. Like it was all government bullshit. That's why even the reaction of Cooper is like what? Like what the fuck? That's what I was saying. Like what? Like it's just fucking crazy. And then they supposedly get expelled, or he just basically just kicks. He takes them out of there. He doesn't want them in the school because he doesn't want. I guess in a way, Coop doesn't want his children or his son or daughter. He doesn't want them to learn the new ways. I guess like that's bullshit. That's lies to him. Like, how can you just fucking say being me, like how I'm fucking 30 right now for me, and then if something like this would happen a few years later, and they start saying, oh yeah, aliens exist and Bigfoot's alive, but all this stuff that happened in the past, the moon landings and all that type of stuff, that never happened, because that was all staged. My reaction would be like, what the fuck? Like, are you fucking kidding me? But our taxpayer dollars is paying for something that we don't even fucking know. And then what is up with the fucking SpaceX landing bullshit? They only talked about that motherfucking thing one fucking day in the news. That fucking big ass space shuttle thing that came back from a secret mission. One fucking day they talked about, and that was it. That was it. And then now with this Ebola bullshit. Is it me? I don't know if anyone could fucking give me some info on this. I haven't been paying attention, or maybe I've been seeing the news, but it's kind of funny that... What the fuck happened with that? That's gone? Like, no one talks about it anymore? I'm guessing it was, like a Halloween thing that everybody wanted to make everybody scared, I guess, the government or something, or what? Because it's kind of funny that we got in the month of November, we're done with the subject. Like, nothing's happening anymore. Like, alright, so what, like, it was only in October? The Ebola bullshit? Come on, man. I know a lot of you guys probably noticed that too. Like what the hell is going on? Like, no one talks about it anymore. But whatever. Still, we don't even know if those other people, the doctor and all that shit, are still alive. We don't even talk about that anymore. I guess, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, even though it kind of goes with this movie too. Like this whole subject bullshit. So what, is that fake too? Anyways, but yeah. They go, and then there's a scene where the dad, or the dad of I don't know, the whole John Lithgow character for being the dad, they kind of make it seem like he's still playing the fucking character for fucking Planet of the Apes, where he's just like, I don't know, like he don't give a fuck, like he's all weak, or he talks all fucking slow, like he don't give a shit what's going on, like he doesn't care, or they have him like if he's slow or something in this movie. I don't know. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but it's like his character is like like he don't even give a fuck what's going on. The John Lithgow character, like he don't care. Like it's like whatever. I think it's like he just wants to die already. I guess I don't know. He doesn't really give a fuck what's going on in the world. I guess he just wants to get it over with. But anyways. And then there's a scene where they finally go there's a part where the tractors come in to the house, but again it plays the part of the ending, no, not the ending, but like towards the end, why that is happening. Meaning the whole Matthew McConaughey character Cooper, when he's going into the thing, knocking down books, or he's trying to get the attention of everybody, and that's how everything begins, like the sand, the dust, and all that shit, the fingerprints and all that, and then the space shuttle that falls. It's him doing that. The future him, or the ghost, or whatever the hell you call it. I don't know. This movie is just so fucking tripped out, man. But it's badass, and it's like the whole concept, like the whole. But again, I can understand they don't really talk about why the Earth is dying that way. They just say, oh, animals are dead, or there's no more food, and the Earth's dying. That's it. Okay, but how? Why? Or how did it begin? Or what the fuck happened? That's it. Maybe that I could understand why people are kind of upset about that, or that's what they don't get about the movie. They don't really talk much about that. So it's like, all right. But basically, the whole point that like how the Professor the Michael Caine character, like everything was kind of like, yeah, it was a way to get out of here, but it's like not really a way to get out of here, or a way to leave the Earth. It was just a way of getting certain people out of here, like the daughter. It's kind of funny, like he just wants to shoot the daughter out in space. Maybe because how he knows he's gonna die soon or later on and shit. because again, you don't know what's gonna happen in the Earth a few years later. I don't know. You don't know how, if it's gonna blow up or everything's gonna die or what. You know. I guess he just wanted Anne Hathaway out there, you know, like to be safe again with Matthew McConaughey. Because there's a scene where what's her name is crying when they finally meet Matt Damon, when they cut him out, where he starts crying and shit like a little girl and all that. But anyways, when he's back to normal and shit, they have him in the hair pack jacket thing. But Taurus calls Anne Hathaway because he has a message from the dad or whatever, and she walks over there, and it's actually the Jessica Chastain or whatever, the Murphy character, the grown-up version. And she just starts crying, telling her that dad passed away, the Michael Caine character, he died or whatever, passed away. But saying that all the stuff that was going on, all this thing that them in space and all this shit, that everything was a lie, that there was no way of surviving, that there is no planet, or there is no way of taking people out of here, some bullshit like that. And she starts crying in the background. Anne Hathaway starts crying too, and remember, the feed or whatever they're seeing, it's not something, oh, they could see that. It's just like a recording live message, I guess. But they can't really, like, how you say it? Like, they can't broadcast back or something. It's just a video that they're getting sent, you know, to Taurus or whatever his name is. Because I guess for some reason he gets all the videos so fucking fast. That's kind of weird. But anyways, all the signals that quick. But it's one of those things where it's like they could only see it, but they can't record back. And there's a part where she even says that the dad, Michael Caine, says that Coop should get with fucking the Anne Hathaway character. Like, they should be together, I don't know, make a life, or they should mate or some boy. I don't know what the fuck she said. I was trying to pay attention. I'm like, what the fuck? Even in the movie, everybody was like, what the fuck? All tripping out. Couldn't even really understand what the hell she was saying because she was all crying and shit. But like I understand she's acting or whatever, but it's like there's some parts where she's saying a dialogue where it's like, what? Like, what'd you say? Like, she wants Coop to get with Anne? Or what? You know, like, I didn't understand. Because even there's a scene where she looks at him kind of funny, or like they don't really understand what the fuck is going on. Yeah, like, basically, like, everything was a lie. Like, there was no way of surviving, or there's no point of trying to go to another galaxy or whatever, because it's like, I don't know, like, nobody wouldn't survive. You have to always be in a fucking suit to top it off. You don't even know if the air is breathable, because you don't know if you take off the fucking helmet, you fucking die and shit. But even though there's a part where fucking, what's his name, breaks his fucking mask, he doesn't die. So he doesn't die that fucking quick. Where there's a part where Matt Damon and McConaughey, they fight in the glacier and shit. They start fisticuffs and shit. And what's his name breaks a little bit of his fucking helmet, the mask or whatever. And I guess all the cold air, all that shit's going inside of him. But he doesn't die. It doesn't look like he turns into a fucking mutant or some shit, or he fucking like suffocates. He's still alive. He's like... So I'm guessing the air is breathable. Because it was a long fucking time until